SIP can only help other parties discover my location if I first register it with a registrar server. In this module, we'll study the role of the registrar service and the process of SIP registration. Now, the registrar service is a role, a behaviour, a function, rather than necessarily a separate physical device. A role typically built into a SIP server. An important component of the SIP registrar is the SIP registry, a data repository in which addresses of record and contact addresses can be stored. If Nathan here wants to register with the registrar, he takes his public address of record and his private contact address, packages them in a SIP register request and sends them off to the registrar. Now, every SIP server will have a domain for which it has responsibility, work.com for example. On receiving a registration, the registrar checks the domain in the address of record. If it matches the server domain, well, it stores the address of record and the contact address in the registry. From there on, if anyone asks, it knows that 1003@work.com is contactable at 192.168.1.3, port 5060. In fact, if every user registers his address of record and contact address with the registrar, the server then knows where everyone is contactable. So, the main points of registration. A registrar service is a role, a function typically built into SIP servers rather than necessarily a separate physical device. When a user registers, he sends his public address of record and his private contact address in a SIP register request off to the registrar. If the registrar owns the domain, it stores the address of record and the contact address in its registry, a data repository. After registration, the SIP server knows where the user is contactable. It has the ability to resolve a public address of record to a registered contact address.